Thank you very much, and thank you for joining us here this evening as we celebrate the spirit of America through music. Now, there's a little bit of trivia with that first piece, which is, of course, our national anthem, made up well after the American Revolution. But when asked who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, most people say, which is partially true, he wrote the words. But the music existed long before that. The music to our national anthem is actually an English folk song, some people say pub song, called To an Anacreon in Heaven. And it existed long before Francis Scott Key put the words to it, sped the tempo up, and called it our national anthem. But even before that, long before there was a nation to write a national anthem about, there was a fire. And there was a passion in the hearts of some men to live free and to create a country where they would raise their children the way they thought, and their children would raise their children and their children. Like I wrote in the beginning of the letter in your program about what John Adams said, it was his hope that someday his ancestors would be able to not fight wars. Instead, they would be able to play music. And we look back on it, and several hundred years ago, they were fighting a war. They were preparing to fight a war so that tonight we could just enjoy the music. And before that war even started, there was that passion, that fire. And that's what our first piece tonight represents. It's called Waves of the Revolution, written by Sean O'Loughlin. It's meant to depict that feeling of our forefathers as they sat on the brink of a new nation and war.